What, you just need a third?
So now I just need the third, and then I can. Oh, she's right here. And then I can switch this over. I was looking at like single res ones, and I'm like, why would I want like a single res one? Because right now, it's somewhat based on the fact that I'm wearing these cold resistant gloves and these boots that have tri-res but not fire, and so therefore it's like what I'm short on is um, what I'm short on is lightning and fire right now, and it's like, well, that's not necessarily going to maintain that way. If I find like a better set of jab gloves, so I'm like, let me just throw the fucking all res in because it was not really that much cheaper to have or to buy these all res jewels than it is to buy like the single res 15 IAS. And in total, they're worth half as much res when you have a 30 versus or 30 single versus a 15 all.
Yeah. I'm hurting for res on this build too. It's killing me with the martyrdom doesn't have any built-in res. Bone Flame obviously does, and the Innocence doesn't have really any built-in res either. So it's
Yeah.
like this amulet. I can never get rid of this amulet.
Oh, wait.
There's just no way.
Wait. You say you can never get rid of it. Where did I put the bitch?
There's no way you have something better than this.
It's close. Take a look at that.
Okay, Necro skills. 6 and 6 on cold and lightning though.
Yeah, it didn't roll any extra all res. All it rolled was the extra of the singles.
Yeah.
And so you'd have to change some stuff. I forgot it was 21s. Jesus.
Yeah, dude. This is good. You could probably sell this for something, but I mean, the problem is 44 lightning res.
I saw it and I was like, oh my god, this thing's insane. And I was like, man, strength, come on.
Yeah, and that's the problem with the martyrdom build, because you need the faster block rate. So you're locked into the water walks, the martyrdom, or you don't need all of them. I tried it with 40, and it's fine, but you don't want to drop below the 40.
So, it was close though, but it was like, man, that thing was fucking good. If that had rolled one all skills or something, like, holy. Yeah, we need to keep going on that. Now that I found that or got that 3-socket bone flesh, I'm like actually kind of excited to build this barb.
So you're building a barb? Oh,
yeah,
right.
We started the other day. Yeah.
I wish I had a laptop I could actually play while I was at the hospital or something, but
Dynam is shit. Excited about getting this third jewel. The next thing I'll need to save for is a wisp to like actually be able to really take advantage and get some extra damage. Because I'm playing a pretty respectable amount of physical hybrid with the lightning damage now, with the ethereal deadly strike, T-strokes, the amp damage from the headhunters. You know, if I get a wisp for the Harp of Wolverine too, like.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
You know, surprisingly, I do a decent amount of physical damage with the knife. Like, if there's a boss, like a unique that's poison immune, and I can't break it, I can stab him down.
Yeah.
That plus the golems and the merc, it's...
I was about to get to Narya alive, and then I'm like, wait, why would I bother before Lilith?
Yeah, I just got to get back to that 56 faster recovery. This 45 is just a little painful.
That's another reason why I'm wearing the Atmos right now, because it does give 20 faster recovery still too.
I just think eventually I don't know how, I'd have to get strength on, like, big strength on a Nami. And probably a weird belt, but getting the Crown of Ages eventually would be great. It's just I need 44 more strength, and that I'm not sure it's worth giving up the life to get that. Like any jaw rune you put in there is going to be... There's the strength, right?
Yeah.
Or what, you get 2 life per vitality with Necro?
Yep.
Yeah, so 80 life off to get 60 back from the jaw.
To get 5%.
Yeah.
As opposed to you could use a Hell Rune, which is 15% of, what is it, like 170 some?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's, I mean, that's only worth like 25.
So really, what would you...
28 strength.
Do we have 3 sets or just 2?
Just 2. Yeah, so, because I've got 162 left. So, still need, like, if we could trade the 3 H's for a T, or 2 T's and a D, then we would have another, but, like, every time I look, the only thing people are trying to trade away is H's. It just doesn't. There aren't extra T and D keys right now, and I think it was how much not only Dark Humility but also Wheat and Woods kind of talked about how good arcane farming is, and I think it made a lot of people do a lot of arcane farming, so they just ended up with a bunch of extra H keys from all the times they ran Summoner. Let's pick up a handful of rejuice.
Yeah, I should probably get potions.
And a handful of mana potions.
Oh, that's right, I have a purgatory here. Just hoarding all the things I don't need.
Yeah, I don't feel like I even need to switch off the Sapphies anymore. On the shaft stuff before. Yeah, maybe I would too. Oh, I found a, actually, yeah, let me at least do that. I did find a 15 all-res Grand Charm. I'm at least going to switch off of that. Or off the Geats for that. So it's like, I feel like to finish off what I'm currently doing with the build, at least, I just need another 3.0 or so. And I need the Wisp, and I need 1 more Jewel. And that's like most of it. So maybe it'll be a little more, maybe like 4, because I think Wisps bottom out at like 2 to 2.5.
I still need a Beast, a Shattered Wall, a 2 all-res Dungos, and probably a 2 all-res Ammies. So I got about 15 high runes I gotta find.
Yeah, that's a lot. Alright, ready to go?
Yep.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, bye. Diablo. And Bale. And Mephisto. Okay. Damage.
Yeah, that's 65k, 70k, single target.
I'm doing 40. Diablo, there he is.
Up, I'm lower resed. Oh, no, I'm not. That's right. I have on a cleansing aura. Fuck you.
Always wants me.
Again, yeah,
Always
just...
wants me.
Dude, there's something broken, seriously, with the aggro table on him. He's just ignoring you. Oh, poison damage, whatever. Face tank, face tank. Does whatever a face tank does. Hold left click, win the game. Fuck Bale, you're all the same. Lookouts, poison, strike, necro. Okay, had to use a potion finally. This thing's so stupid. Alright, I'm back to summons on levels. I used a mana potion and a rejuve.
Yeah, I used a few more than that from Bale or Diablo, just fucking concentrating on me. 4219 Barb.
That is worthless.
Yeah, I might need it for my Barb.
Keep it. Yeah, why not? Bet you'd get a gull out of that.
Yeah, probably. Message. In general chat. Oh yeah. Remnant 2 has released their second DLC. And I'm just sitting here saying, when the fuck is survival mode, you bitches? Remnant from the Ashes in their like, I think they only did one like big expansion. I think it was included from if you had bought the original game. And it also had like a survival mode, like kind of like a roguelike. You know, you start with nothing and you get, you know, a first shop, and you go through an area and you get gold through that, and then can do another shop. And every time you actually go through like an area and finish a boss, you get another shop and have the ability to buy new shit because the shop has new items, whatever. It was just like that mode really revitalized that game for me. And now it's like, oh hey, here's a new bit of like story content. I'm like, I could not possibly fucking care less. Where the fuck is survival mode? I loved survival mode. Like I played through the campaign of Remnant 2. It was good. I was happy with it, but man, I'm just waiting for survival mode.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Actually, I'm excited Mistlands might be coming out. It's very, very shortly
Or
here.
Ashlands.
Ashlands, yeah.
The fucking beater mentioned it. Jesus. I was like, what the hell?
But you know them. They'll play for a week, and then Beater will go to the tallest mountain, build a tower, and then...
Despair.
Yeah.
Alright. Ready?
Yep.
Wow. Oh, I did not get what's this nuts alive.
Give me
again.
better minions, thank you.
I could go back and get what's this nuts alive, but
It's-
yeah, whatever.
It's fine.
It's fine. We do enough damage. Bale's nearby.
Yeah, I'm zipping
that's
up. We'll drag them.
Yeah, I don't kind of want both the conviction and lower res. That'll make a snowplow lethal. Even with all this nonsense.
Well, I got Meph. If you can hold Diablo or Bale over there.
Bale's just dumping tentacles on me. He's not actually fighting me. Which means that he's out of sight of me, even though he's aggroed on me. That's all he's doing, is dumping tentacles. Okay, I used a preemptive kind of safety juke there. Run up to his left. There's Snowplow. There's Snowplow. Stop it, stop it, stop it. I said stop it. You can have that.
Thank you.
That's your payment for the part of the jaw that I owed you since that Uber Izzy run.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm at the point where I need to start saving money. Like I bought all my lifer skillers. I was just every Istmal, everyone who was posting it low, I was just picking up 30 lifers, and yeah, I'm at the slow mode now. Save for big ticket items, unfortunately. You can just have the torches. No, yours. Like I said, I'll take the soul stones. That's what I need.
Alright, Tucker Kane, don't fuck me. Oh shit! 5918 Amazon, I'm wearing that.
Okay. Okay. What was your old one?
3617. So that's another 23 byte and 1 res. 29 byte.
I probably sell the old one for, I'm guessing, Amazon? I don't know, actually.
Probably a go.
Yeah, probably go. All right, I need a vision. Or, yeah, I just need or a primeval soul.
That I don't have. I have 2 jawbones. I found a jawbone off of the Mendel event the other day. I was like, oh, that's kind of convenient. Come on, now give me the splinter. Nope, no splinter, but
All right, I've almost found the perfect Odin god here. Says he could barely hear you. Okay, so 50% is too loud.
okay.
Negative 30 is too low. Right there.
Yeah,
Right
minus 30 seems like it's probably too low.
Well, you are variable, but it's
It is somewhat variable based on like where I sit. I don't have like a nice or a pop filter or something to help modulate it. So
Odin. Let me know if
it
that's
is,
better.
it is very dependent on how far I sit from my mic, which I kind of do move around a little bit.
Is this
I try
very?
to be-
Just let us know if that's better, Odin, because I swear this is like the biggest problem we have when we record things. I had to spend an hour editing him down and me up one time because I just couldn't get the levels right. It's really annoying.
Yeah, it's. I'm sure a lot of it's my fault.
Well, it's also because I'm a second-rate streamer.
Yeah, with
I
a
don't-
third-rate deck, Yugi.
I just don't put a lot of effort into my content.
I have 3 tier 3s, which are my limiting factor right now as far as ancients. If we want to do some of those.
I have 6 tier 3s. Here, take those.
Good. I actually have been doing a bunch of tier 1s and 2s because until I had yeah, so that gives us 9 total if we want to do them.
Yeah, let's do. I mean, I can't do them alone. I kid you not.
Yeah.
This character. You want to know what Poison Strike sucks at? Ubers. Or Uber Ancients.
Yeah.
It is legitimately awful. I tried one and had to leave. Like,
Yeah. Until I had the or until I had the Infinity, I was just like, there's no point in me trying tier 2s and 3s. I was just doing tier 1s. So now that I have it, it's like, oh, this is way more tenable.
actually, as a matter of fact, I'm putting the Juves back in. Like, I don't know what it is about this class, man. Uber Ancient. Did they buff them or something?
I think they made them a little tougher, yeah, with the change to standard being on them. We should do some map swaps.
I have. That's problem. I'm good at everything. Oh, I can't. I don't like rivers.
Oh, I actually do like rivers. You know, the other thing I love about this shield? Curse resistance. 29%
Oh yeah.
on this one. It's 30% on the Canopy Frozen one I picked up. So what it does is and I'll talk about this whenever I finally actually show off this Lightning Furies on. So as opposed to, yeah, I don't mind National Planes either.
I can't.
As opposed to the Decrepify taking me from 9 frames per attack to 15 frames per attack, with this 30% curse resistance, it only takes me to 12 frames per attack. So it's like a way less of an issue, the Decrepify. So the things I can't... Oh, I know you love these, and I can't really do them at all.
That's plenty. I can't do. The only thing this can't do is Ashen Plains. Ashen Plains is awful, but even Pandemoniums are fine. And the only thing that pops up was when Canyon, not Canyon of Secheron, the one you hate with the fire, Kajisnan, when it spawns like fire turrets everywhere. But those are the only two this can't do.
Yeah.
The Six Thrones is. That's plenty for what I gave you. Can you do Pandemoniums? You can. No, you can't. So Pandemoniums suck with both of us.
They have lightning immunes, yeah.
I have like no other good tier 3s. Oh, you can do canyons better than I can here. Take some canyons.
Yeah, I can do canyons. I just haven't really done many.
And I have, I'm down to 12 tier 2s and 3s. The maps have been hard to come by.
If you want some tier 2s, what do I have?
I have a bunch of 1s, but I'm not even running the 1s anymore. Well, a few 1s.
You can do ruins that I don't like because the Lancers are lightning immune.
And what do I have that's... everything that's got lightning has poison. Tomb has lightning.
Yeah, I know. A lot of them are similar. I noticed that while I was just looking through them.
Here, and Lost Temple's probably not good for you, but...
I can do Lost Temple okay.
And sorry, Bastions I'm keeping because I love bitches. Again, I play all the classes that deal with the bitches really well.
Yeah, I hate harpies generally. I can do Bastion's Keep just fine on this character, especially like anything that has hallways now. I'm just like, I'm in, because I throw a Lightning Fury and it just like fucking cones into everything behind it, and it's just excellent. The wide open areas, like, I feel like Ashen Plains, even though I don't mind Ashen Plains, it's not like the best for me because of the fact that it's so wide open.
Really? So you that is a hallway class. That's interesting. I figured Lightning Fury would be more.
No, yeah, it really is a lot better when everything is behind you as opposed to like coming in from all around, especially because it just gives more room for the monsters to like keep running while you're throwing shit, and then they can dodge when the bolts come out. I don't know. Oop. Talicon, Corlicon, Medacon.
All right, you click it because I don't want to fuck up
Right.
again.
I'm gonna come in from the top. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, nice lag. Actually, this is probably a lot easier now that I have 1900 life.
Yeah.
Still not easy. Ow.
I mean, it's still just, they have a lot of health. It still just takes a minute.
Well, the second they take down the damn
Ooh, ring.
standard,
Boss plate.
that's your
Try.
map.
Ring is a main alt. Standard.
Oh, right there, my cube. Boots.
Shit. Twisted armor is shit.
Assassin skills ED. No, nothing. I suppose I should open a circlet.
It's all shit.
Yeah, can a wrist spike roll anything cool? No.
Probably not.
Oh, the Odyssean weapon. Can you explain what you're doing with the Odysseans?
Oh, what I'm doing with it overall?
Yeah.
I mean, it relies on mana and energy in order to be like more functional. So the primary thing that I think needs to be done to make it actually viable is to add a bone flesh, which I now have a 3-socket bone flesh, and the bone flesh has bone armor when struck, which means that you have a chance of getting that, and when you dump a bunch of points into energy, it means that that'll also give you like a actually reasonable amount of physical defense from the bone armor when that actually gets procced. The primary thing that kind of keyed me into that was when I had worn the Infinity on the Sorceress a few seasons ago, and so it had Cyclone armor. And back then it was Cyclone armor on casting, I think, as opposed to now it's just a Cyclone armor O skill. So it was just like you constantly had it. You didn't have to try. Now you probably have to manage it a little more in order to try to keep it up. But so when it's on struck, it means that hopefully it's a lot more viable. So it didn't seem particularly great for the Amazon just based on the way the Amazon works. I think it would work a lot better on a Barb with Leap Attack or Whirlwind in a way that you don't have to like... It's a lot easier to actually engage and get the mana leech to hit with Leap Attack or Whirlwind as opposed to with Jab or Fend when you have to try to walk up and like poke somebody when you can just... I'm going to spin through them all. It makes sure that you can actually keep the mana up to make the defensive utility actually worthwhile.
I think it's gonna be Whirlwind because Leap's Leech is not the greatest. Oh,
Yeah.
Thanks for the countdown there. And yeah, man, I need rejuves for days because The one thing Poison Strike really sucks at is Ancient Ubers.
Oh yeah, especially standing in that lightning storm.
Well, I have plenty of lightning as well. It's more of, or if the golems are up, I'm okay. So the
Which
golems
they are
down.
for the first little while, and then they go down.
Yeah, I can just stand in it. But Ashen Plains, that's yours.
Ashen Plains, to Grand Charm.
One standard. Standards can't stack now. That's incredibly stupid.
They can. It's just that there's a bug, or the same bug that hits maps sometimes, where they can't stack together. I think also hits standards. I don't know if you've had that bug.
So
Probably.
Legendary Mallet could roll insane ED. Of course. I don't know why. Every rare you should be IDing. No point not
Pretty
to.
close. Yeah, there's a handful of weapons that I won't bother with, and probably helms, I think, generally probably aren't worth it. Shields, for the most part, aren't really worth it either. I know that you can get, like, some insane amount of enhanced damage. Like, I have to imagine that there's some paladin shield that has, you know, the innate roll of 30 all res, but then also rolls the 200% enhanced damage and rolls a bunch of and rolls like the 2 pally skills and like a bunch of other shit, like some PDR or something that would actually be worthwhile over a Haas, but it's probably pretty damn tough to find. All right, I think I took 2 standards each of the last 2, so you can get all 3 of these or something. I don't know.
Well, I got 2 standards, so.
All right, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Oh. Dark Clan Crusher. You can get that World Stone Shard. I think I got 1 standard. You can get the other 2.
Couldn't give me the Crown of Ages, you fucking game. Okay.
You can get that other standard.
Wait, I have, yeah, one of these World Stone Shards is yours. Dun, dun. Junk. Again, what did we just say? Pick up everything. 326, nope, nope.
No. Yeah, that are standard sirs. So there's a lot of weapons where it's just like, I don't know why I would bother. Like, there's probably not many orbs
That are worth
this
it.
like this heavenly stone. It's like, I don't know what I could possibly roll on this that would really be better than an Ashuda's, you know, or a Fathom, depending.
You could roll a
It's
plus
pretty-
6 and use it for style points. That's really about
It's
it.
pretty tough, yeah, and it's like, I understand, like, that might be a little better, but it's like so tough to actually find. And then, yeah, Ethereal Sanders boots, Alder's weapon, don't care. Fucking Pompey's Wrath and a Dark Clan Crusher, don't care. Well, actually, I've not been paying attention to what this is worth for XP. I'll try to remember that this time. Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, they murked down the golems already.
It's all about, can I kill Madoc by the time that happens, is pretty much it. Which I think we now pretty much have down. To the point where it's, like, not that dangerous.
Three standards, alright. You can take two now. I think.
No, we get 3 every time.
Okay.
It's based on the number of ancients that you kill.
Oh, got it. I feel like this used to... almost there. 252 ED, 19 deadly strike, 1 to skills. Yeah, it's just not enough ED.
Oh my god, come look at this Monarch. Jesus, if that enhanced damage had actually rolled for a shit. Holy fuck.
Physical damage reduce to F. Block rate, yeah.
F with the self-repair.
Needed the ED.
It just, the enhanced damage only rolled 16%. Oh my god. That's so close. If that had rolled 2 pally skills with a shitload of enhanced damage and all res, it would be almost as good as an Alma Negra. God damn it. I just had to realize. It's like, you always need to think about which unique is this closest to, and is it actually better than that? And then I'm like, wait a second. Alma Negra rolls 2 to pally, or 2 to all skills and a bunch of ED, and then a bunch of other stuff, like including, I think, some flat damage reduced. It's like, it's not actually that good. Damn.
It's really just the big barb and barb weapons.
Yeah. Well, I realized something I'll mention, this is another thing I intend to mention when I actually finally highlight the Amazon here. When I was talking about Spikethorn, the main reason why Spikethorn is unfortunate is because I'd rather be wearing a Headhunter's Glory than I'm currently wearing. If you're going to be a physical damage person that's wearing a shield, you would rather just have the amp. Yeah. Like usually. And that the defensive utility of the PDR compared to the defensive utility of curse resist and some dual res, is like, it's there. It's kind of similar, but then you also just get the 3 sockets on the Headhunter, so you can do whatever the hell else you want with it. It is why I kind of was trying to advocate for that the Spikethorn should use the 3 sockets, but I kind of missed actually explaining that. So,
hey, what curse you could put on? I suppose it would have to be decrepified as Spikethorn to make it even competitive.
Well, you have decrepify on Exile, so like
yeah.
I don't think that should be it either.
Life tap would be overpowered.
Oh, absolutely.
Weaken does nothing.
It used to be on there, and it was overpowered. That's why that we got rid of it. Or that's what used to be on Exile.
Yeah, Smite Paladins. God, original D2 had some problems.
Oh, yeah, not only that. Grief was overpowered, Shaco was overpowered, Enigma was overpowered. The only thing that we left is overpowered here is Infinity. And the problem is, the main reason why is because so many classes are balanced around Infinity now that it's like, well, shit, I don't know what to do. It's like, okay, it's weak until you get the Infinity, and then it's very strong afterwards, but it costs 6 fucking high runes, so what am I supposed to do?
Yeah. Alright, you ready?
Yep.
I'll start it, and you take him down. I'm staying away from him. Keeps hurting my pretty little golems.
Yeah, it's down.
Stop hitting my mercenary, you dick. He costs money. I feel like this used to be better.
Just because that one time we found a server in.
True.
Actually a decent roll to throw for once. Like most of the two throws I've found have been like 15, 16, 17 deadly strike. This one actually has 24. Even with that, I think it's still probably not even worth slamming.
Yeah, who even uses a two throw anymore? Throw barbs are dead in the water.
I don't know.
What key are we
again,
short
here
on,
it
by the way?
is.
For more Ubers, we're short on...
Tier 3s for ancients. Oh, T and D keys for...
Oh, now we're
For
super
Ubers.
short. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we're short on both. Chug had mentioned that like all of the one-handed swords need a rework. I mean, at least they gave a purpose to Jin Slayer and Lightsaber by giving them the resist auras. And Frostwind too, but Frostwind now also has a purpose because
Druid.
Arctic Blast is actually good this season finally. And it is the best for that. But yeah, it's like we just found two of the elite one-handed swords here in Jin Slayer and Blood Moon, and I'm just throwing them on the ground because they're fucking worthless. In like 99% of circumstances. I would love any of them to actually have enough damage to be worthwhile, but like if I'm rocking a one-handed melee character of some sort, like those are not the weapons I'm going to wear. It's just, they just don't match up.
How many more of these do we have?
4.
Once we're through these, I'm probably just going to farm Diablo a couple times, try to get a soul.
I have to get to bed early. I have my last day of court before the paternity leave starts. And my client's a fucking idiot, and I have to go argue like 6 things tomorrow because she won't understand what's going on.
She don't realize she's going to lose it on.
She didn't answer
Bunch of it.
discovery. Like, she just refused to answer discovery. So I have to argue to the judge that she should be allowed to present evidence and she's not a horrible person.
That doesn't even care enough to present shit for discovery.
Yeah. It's like, well, what am I supposed to do? You didn't answer. You hired me a month before your trial. I told her to settle because she's fucked. She's like, nope, I'd rather, you know, that's the worst client. The one who's like, I hear you and I know you're a professional and this is your job, but I want to take my chance at court. Like, that's great, man. I also have a reputation. I don't want to take your chance at court. I don't want to look like an asshole. How about that?
It's like somebody watched My Cousin Vinny and think that they can just get away with it, just like you did. What's that facet, I wonder?
It is mine because it's a -5/3 poison.
Ooh, an ethereal Kuhagans. That's +1. God damn it.
Well, I have a -5/3 and a -5/4, so if I ever had to switch, if I can get a mapping steel shade with 2 sockets and cannot be frozen, I could throw those into a helmet at least. Be something. Actually, well, -10 would help on mapping a whole lot.
I mean, would it though? Don't you already have like? Oh, you know that's right. Without the poison creeper anymore.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That was a decent chunk of your pierce that you had before.
I just don't want to spend. I'm not spending money on a P-boxing another cannot be frozen steel shade right now. Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is the base is actually pretty cheap. I think there's actually, now that I made the video, there were Sony people who switched to this.
Or buying it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Canopy Frozen Steel Shade used to be 10 World Stone Shards. There was multiples up. Now the minimum is a gull. No, that's a gull with 1 socket, so that's bricked. That's a gull, and that's been up for 3 days, so he's not logging on. 5 high runes for one with 2 sockets. Yeah, I broke the market on it. Vex.
5 high runes is just a retard, okay.
Well, 5 high runes with his P-box. It's open. I mean, that's still overpriced, but... It's a problem every time I do this. It's happened with summons on too.
Happened with the ice on too.
Yeah, I gotta hide my. I gotta stop making videos.
Way back in the early days. Really gaze. Right, I've ended up with a handful of magic maps that I'm dropping down to plain real quick. Oh, that one's... yeah.
I suppose I should be getting out of my Uber's gear now that we're not Ubering. There we go.
I think magic find doesn't actually matter for this,
No.
for what it's worth, but that's a reasonable point.
Yeah, there we
Switch
go.
the
40k poison strike.
switch the geeds back on. Because the all res, or the extra all res, is only for the conviction and lower res. Oh,
Oh, sorry. I didn't count
You're
that
right.
time.
you're right. I'm just not attacking Madoc because I'm on the left side of the screen.
Korlik, I need those golems. They're very important. Please stop.
Ring. Come on, Wisp. Split mail 139 ED, but that is pretty much it.
It's a nearly perfect it's perfect dex, Raven. You going to bed, girl?
Not bad. Worth a slam.
Killing things. Streaming to 6 people. 7 people.
Well, yeah.
You want this Raven? Or should I just slam it?
I mean, it needs slammed, but
Alright, here. Raven.
I can do it. I can do it.
Raven with 9 energy.
I mean, I'm wearing one with 9 strength, so...
Actually... Here, I'll trade you a Poison Res 1 for that one, because the energy actually helps my Bone Shield.
Oh.
I'll be up in a minute. I need to go to sleep, because I gotta be at the beach tomorrow. With my luck, I'm gonna get a crap judge.
Did we get it all? Yes.
What'd you get?
All right. 2 more.
Alright, I'm actually gonna start hitting Talic first. Prick.
This is actually harder than Ebers for me. This is actually stupid.
Because their aggro table's entirely fucked. Amulet, Colossus Crossbow,
Jewel.
Jewel.
Winged Axe.
Arab. Tear Rune.
-3, 5% cold. Yeah.
Oh, Hellrack, you almost got there. It's 5 fire skills on 4 to 6 and 5 socket.
Rising Sun, -7. I'll slam it. Yeah, it got Dex. Is that good for a fire Amazon, maybe?
Maybe. I found way too many Crescent Moons this season, which has annoyed me.
Are you taking these stand? I feel like I'm getting a lot of standards.
Yeah, 3 drop per, so it's like you get 1 or 2 and I get 1 or 2 every single time. I try to take at least 1 every time.
Not a 200 ED, no.
Yeah. Hellrack, come on. Can I roll +6? Though it almost feels like, even with only +5, that if you get a really good one, it'd be worthwhile on like Fireclaw. Seems like it's the only thing it'd be worthwhile on, though. I don't even think I would want it like a really good one on a Fire Arrow Zon. Just crossbows suck.
Baron, the DPS on this is pretty nutty. I'm not even in like mapping gear, and this thing still kind of rips the shit up.
All right, last one here.
I could get -10 out of that, plus what 255 facets, and if I wasn't wearing declone boots again, I could get res on my boots and get facets there probably. So yeah.
Couple River of Bloods.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah. Pile of shit. It was at least worth a quarter of a level every time or so. What was the other facet?
I dropped it on the ground last game. It was a 5% cold -3.
Oh fuck! Why would you drop it on the ground?
I told you to take it. ZW26. Well, go back and try grab it. Maybe the game's still up.
It's probably gone.
It's literally worth nothing. It's like a 5-3 is like the worst one you can get.
Yeah, it's gone. I did not realize you had dropped it on the ground. Sorry. I was busy looking at all the shit I was picking up. Like,
Well, it's literally
Sorry.
worth nothing. You'd be lucky to sell that for an Here, I'll give you a 3/3 poison to make up for it if you want that.
do not care. Is there anything else?
All right, we're out of everything, and I need to go get a soul. Or, yeah, a soul.
Primeval Soul, yeah. Yep, still need T&D keys, but of course every time I find a key event, it's like at least 3 of them are H. It's like, you fucking bitch.
Let's see. Have
I have a Mal rune on you. I bet you Primeval Souls are not down to a Mal rune yet.
No, they're more than a gull.
I saw people buying them for 0.35. Yeah, people are still trying to sell them for a Vex, but
Yeah, sell them for a Vex, buy them for a gull.
Yeah.
It's the old puzzle box problem.
yeah, but dude,
Everyone
people
think-
don't get. There's 16 pages of these up for Vex, guys. You have to drop them if they're gonna sell. 16 pages? Are you
Everyone, everyone is so fucking stupid. Like I understand. Like, oh man, I've seen it sell for this once, so therefore I want to. But for fuck's sake, like when every single person says offer P-Box, need Ohm, and everyone says need P-Box, offer Vex. Like, can some motherfucker just say need P-Box, offer Vex ist, and we can actually have some fucking economy moving? Like, god damn it.
Dude,
So
I
dumb.
know. Everyone sucks the dick of this community, and they go, "Oh, everyone's so nice. Everyone's so nice." Try trading for a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I can't stand the community.
Well, and it's I have this Java and I want to break. Let me look at what's on the exchange. Oh, everyone is trying to either break their Java for 1.5 or buy a Java for 1.0. I'm like, okay, offer Ja, need Gull Vex Vex, and I have to sit in a public game for 15 minutes, but then I sell it and get my Gull Vex Vex out of it.
Yeah.
It's like because god damn it, like, can we stop? Ugh.
I know.
And everyone's but the other problem is as we there's like so many things that factor into this, but it's I'm going to throw it on the exchange. I might as well throw it up for a high amount because I'm not in some sort of hurry to move it, as well as we know, those are the ones that haven't sold, so that's the survivorship bias of the stuff that's overpriced. But still, it's just like, and the problem, I think the main problem comes in with when suddenly everyone then references what is still available on the trade site as some sort of market price. And it's like, no, you're missing these two factors that I just mentioned that are important as far as
It's why
that's
people.
concerned.
It's why when I see people who are like posting, I have like, what are your total kills at? Kills
It's
total.
done kills all.
I mean, again, someone was posting he's got like 500
Dot kills space all.
kills all. Yeah, he's got like 500,000 monsters killed, and he can't gear his character out. And I'm like, dude, it's because you're not trading efficiently. That's it. You are
Well,
not trading
and also
efficiently.
gear my character out. What does that mean? Like,
I mean, he was
what do
on
you mean?
really, really crap gear, but it's like, dude, you're not trading. That's your problem. When you
Yeah,
have these skillers, you're putting them up for a mal every time instead of taking your 2 Worldstone shards and moving on.
Well, and I don't think that I trade that much, honestly. I feel like I don't trade that much. I find a handful of things, I throw them up, I look at it and say, this will sell for a mal. And I throw it up for a mal, I get my mal, and I move on. And I have a whole bunch of shit in here that probably could sell for a couple Worldstone shards or an a piece that I just don't bother because I don't care, because I don't need it. And that I have multiple stash tabs here that are full of things that I'm sure if I were to spend the time on it, I could get myself another like 1.5 high runes out of all of it combined. But it just, I don't know, it's not worth it to me to do that.
If it's worth 3 Worldstone shards, I'll generally put it up. That's just it. It takes 5 seconds to throw it up there. I just keep stuff to look at it. But
Yeah, like I have this,
if anything here.
as I said, like, look at this chromatic iron. Like, I think this is worth something. I think somebody should want this. I just don't know who. And to the point of, I don't feel like bothering to sell it. Like, that
Well,
I think
yeah,
it's
but-
absolutely awesome that I found an ethereal chromatic iron that slammed +1 all skills. Like, that I want to keep it in my stash the rest of the season. Just because I don't think it's worth that much to somebody.
Actually, I have to see if anyone on these 16 pages, while we're on this, actually has it up for a goal. One dude has it up for goal list. All right, you are smart. You're the only smart person in the 16 pages here. There we go. One per other person up with goal ist. 3 up with goal ist. Of 16 pages, goal mal. Okay, cool. So there's like 5 people doing this, at least cutting off a little bit, trying to sell it. And the goal lists are still sitting there. So what is it probably worth?
Yeah,
A
go
goal.
at most.
A goal. Just...
Well, you know what it's probably worth is whatever the declone like farmers are paying for it. whatever those people are paying for it is what it's worth.
Well, they're
because
buying
they
it
are
at
because they
0.35.
because they drive the market. They are the ones that are the buyer. It's not like some random person that's picking up a primeval soul at a time. You are like it's a what's the type of monopoly? It's there's certain type of monopolies that are effectively there is one big market holder, and then there are several like very small kind of competitors in it, where the one big market holder does contain the majority of the market, and it lets these smaller kind of players kind of set the price because they're the ones that actually have some sort of play in it, and because the economies of scale of the actual monopoly holder are so great that they don't really care that much as far as where it is. But if they were to try to take over more of the market, then the FTC would step in and fucking shut them down. So it's one of those situations where it's like you kind of have some say in the market as somebody who wants to buy a handful of them, but it's really kind of driven by this one kind of overwhelming monolith that is actually moving most of it. It's kind of similar to that situation, but not really. Thinking back to my macroeconomics class from college.
Well, here's how I would fix it. It's pretty simple. It is you're not allowed to delete offers on items. Right? There you go. Because what happens when I offer on an item? Someone deletes it and no one can see the offer I made. That's the problem.
That was kind of how it worked, but yeah.
That's the problem. So when people are posting things and getting all these offers, they just sit there all day until someone gives in, and that's not, again, it's not an efficient economy. We have rules in place, even in quote unquote free market economies, to stop this shit from happening. My favorite example again is always still Singapore. Like, no, you have to. What you do is abolish. Well, what Singapore did was abolish the trade unions and then put in strict regulations on how people were allowed to save and spend their money. They essentially privatized Social Security. Said, yeah, the government's going to hold your Social Security, but you can do one of two things with it. You can sit on it for 40 years until you retire, or we're going to let you do one thing with it: purchase real estate. What do you know? If you set the rules correctly to force people to do the right thing, they'll do the right thing. So the right thing is, if you want people to list things at the proper price, you need to be able to see the offers people have made on the item. That's the only thing they got to change on the website.
Yeah, I mean, but I think because there are the power users that kind of understand it, like you and I do, that there is enough that we can just kind of, filter through the bullshit to the point of, yeah, I can let these people waste their time posting stuff for Vex when it's obviously only worth gall. And I don't know, because the other thing is, like, if I see, or right now, I'm buying these IAS all-res jewels. There's somebody that's had one up for 5 high runes the whole time I've been looking. And it's like, you idiot. Everyone else that has a 15/15 is posting it for 2.5. Like, it's never going to move. So, like, no one is going to engage with them. And that's fine. They can waste their time having it up there for 5 high runes.
Well, okay, but I hear your argument, but here's if this were a complete free market economy, I agree with you. The problem is we're talking about game life, and we want people to retain. Like, I'm saying, when you only have 5,000 players at start, we're already down to half that amount. What you need is, these people are too stupid. You need to force them to do smart things to retain the game life, because we have such a small player base. Retaining them is actually worth something to us. It's actually worth something to the people who play the game a lot to keep these people around. So how do we keep them around? Make them do the right thing. Make them understand the economy. And one of the best ways you can do that is when they're not allowed to delete their damn offers on their items. Because they know it's not worth that much. They just know that it's smarter to keep it up for, or not even smarter. It gives them that confirmation bias or that adrenaline rush to keep it up for 1.5. I might get it. It's the gambling syndrome. Like, that's why people slam things they're not supposed to fucking slam. Because everyone in this game is addicted to gambling.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of poison facets, do you want this 5.5 I still haven't actually sold?
No, it was 5.5 sell it. The odds of me end up using poison facets, it would be for a mapping tier, and I have -5.3 and a -5.4. Those will be good enough for what I need in mapping. I'm already fast enough in maps.
Yeah, here it is. Facet. because I posted it the day that where they were all posted from. I posted it for 0.6 and didn't get any sales, and then I ended up taking it down.
Yeah.
Or maybe it ran out or something.
Actually, the problem
But-
is what I need. I'm afraid to even look. Probably 6 high runes for a Dungos. Current offer 8.
Oh, for a Maxos one.
5 high runes.
0.75, 0.75. 0.75.
Yeah, I don't. Again, I don't believe you, sir. Current offer 8 high runes. You have no offers on it. I think that should be a bannable. That's another thing you could do. Bannable offense. You are not allowed to post current offer. No, you are not. Your current offer needs to be on the website, or your item is you're going to get a temp ban from the website. No, sir.
I don't know. I feel like they want to just stay as hands off with the economy as they can because of the fact that, they just don't want to open that can of worms of having to moderate anything to have to do with the economy, which I fully understand.
I would agree with you, but then they moderate the shit out of everything else. Like, I got a temp ban for posting the one video that had politics in it in the media section. I've gotten 4 or 5 temp bans on Reddit for being mean to someone. Like, they moderate the shit out of everything that they want to, except the thing that matters, which is the economy. So I agree with you that they want to do that, but no, they should not. They need to fix the trading in this game, and it's going to take a heavy hand to do so. And I get that they don't want to, but that's like, how hard would it be to have a trade moderator? We have moderators for everything else. We got like fucking 8 people in the Discord. Anytime someone makes a spam and they're on it instantaneously, if you post something with current offer, it gets reported. Take it fuck down.
I don't know. It feels like it would not be healthy for the quantity of people in the game if that's what your goal is. That there's a bunch of people that they feel like that's the way that they can interact with the economy, and that they would then just leave.
Well,
I don't know.
We will agree to disagree. I think these people are going to stay because of the game, and what they're doing is simply they'll realize it once they start making money. Once they start realizing that if they drop the price by half, it's better to have 2 gulls underselling an item than no vexes not selling.
No.
I think it's too easy. Again, it would be one thing if I didn't constantly see people complaining that they can't gear out, they don't know what they're doing, and I'm sitting here going, how am I playing 1/3 of your playtime, and I'm way beyond you.
Actually geared, yeah. On an OP build, yeah. A KW OP build.
For those of you that are here, by the way, I have a trading video I just haven't posted. Another thing people don't realize, use your filters. You can auto-notify and get auto-notifications on your Discord.
That has been pretty cool.
And I just don't know. I know that people are not using this. Like, look, anytime looking for boots for declone, anytime something with max fire res gets posted, I get an instant notification. Again,
I have been I've been using that sparingly, but it has been very nice. But also, it's very obvious when it's on, because post something, message, like, it is fucking instant, man. When it's like, okay, I know you had that notification on, you were looking for this. Obviously, it doesn't happen when you're just posting like a random skiller for an or whatever. But
yeah.
if you have a special type of item and you're posting it for Vex or something, it's like sometimes it just goes.
Dude, I still can't sell this Annie either. I have it at the right price, looking at what people have posted, which is 9 high runes.
Which means that the right price is actually 7 or 7.5.
Yeah, it's not worth it to me to. The thing is, to buy an all res slammed one, I would get like 3 high runes out of it. I need an all res slammed one. I don't actually need the extra skill. Yeah. But it's like I just feel like trading the runes back and forth and breaking things down. I'd end up with like 2.5 high runes worth of profit, and it's not.
That's what I was gonna look for. Is how do I sell this Amazon torch?
Like, I'd sell it if I could instantly flip it into a beast, right? And a beast and an all res slam Annie, that would be fine.
I might be able to sell my old torch for a half. Looking at what's out there.
What are you trying to sell your torch for?
My old torch, because I got the new better one.
Doing strictly Ubers for Annies and torches and not doing. No, we're doing. I mean, we mainly map. This is the first decloner I've ever built. That's it. I've never done declone before now. All the classes I play are generally mappers. Just this one I knew could do declone, so I ended up building it to do declone, and it still maps really well. And the torch market's pretty much dried up, even though Wapaneer just found someone to buy his other torch. But I mean,
No, I haven't found someone to buy it yet, but I think I could at least get 0.4, if not 0.5 out of it, out of the old one I had.
I mean, yeah. What are
This new one, this 5918, I'm holding on to, but the old 3617, I might be able to sell for a half.
Ooh, that's a 2 druid, 32 vite, 10 res, going for an ist. That's a sad torch. Yeah, see, torches are already down to like gulls and stuff.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask for like 0.35 for this one.
Yeah, because 87 pages of torches. Yeah, the torch market's burned up. Like, these torches are not selling. There's no way.
Yeah. Put it up for 0.35. I'll hold on to the barb one though, because as I said, I want to build that barb whenever we feel like spending some more time on them, on those characters. Unless you're just like, no, fuck the druid, I'm not playing it, and then I'll level it myself.
No, I'll I mean, you can level it. I just think I have stuff for a druid to level. I just know I'm going to be dumping my money into this. So if you want to level the barb, go for it, and then I'll level something else with you. If you're making a new character, I'm not making a new endgame character. I'm sticking with the necro and tricking him out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have, as I said, I have this one more jewel and this one, and then a wisp to buy, and I'm pretty happy with where the Amazon's at. So.
Well, it depends on what your pally torch was. If it was a high torch, sure, but when there's 87 pages of torches up, you know, if your torch is below average, it's probably not going to be selling for too much.
Yeah, I didn't find pally the barb one.
Sorry, I was talking to someone in the chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because that's the thing. Because you need the black soul stones for declone, like, people keep running it, and then they just end up with spare torches. And that part, it seems like part of the reason that Rathma fight requires a spare torch was because of what the torch market looked like, you know, 4 or 5 seasons ago, whatever it was. That it was just like, we end up with just this flood of torches that let's at least make the junk torches worth something, and that's why the torch shards are needed for the Rathma fight now.
Oh yeah, it's a money sink.
People are running the Ubers for not just the declone, but then also for the torch garbage. Yeah, 1.5, no thank you. I bought one of these for 1.0 today. Not spending 1.5. Yeah. But I need to keep mapping in order to get a little more currency so that I can get this last jewel. Because I don't feel like switching, because I'm gonna need a respec when I do this switch. I don't feel like switching until I actually get the last jewel in and kind of know where I really am as far as the all-res. I'm gonna be pretty proud of this shield. I'm probably going to actually personalize this shield once I finish it. The Canopy Frozen Headhunter's Glory with the IAS all-res jewels in it.
I know Mephisto and Bale can drop Primeval Souls, but is the drop rate like worse or anything like that?
It's worse on Mephisto and Diablo than it is on Bale.
Oh, Bale is better. Interesting.
Well, yeah, because it takes longer to do Bale than it does to do Diablo.
Oh, it makes sense. I just didn't know that.
Let me take a look. I think they're posted on the wiki.
I thought they kept that shit like tight and close to the chest.
I think it was. I think it's like unconfirmed. I think they have. I don't know if it was like. Somebody kind of figured it out, and then they just made the wiki editors say it's unconfirmed, but the numbers are still on there. Unconfirmed chance was 1 in 85 for Mephisto, 1 in 65 for Diablo, and 1 in 40 for Bale. Black Soulstone drops from Uber Tristan bosses, 12% per Uber Voss, unconfirmed. pure demonic essence from map bosses unconfirmed chance was about 2% question mark. So it's like it's thought that it's around that, but not overly sure. Same thing with the key rates, I think.
I still think the key rates are abysmal.
Yeah, essence is about 16% for Andariel, 21% for Duriel, and then 1 and 12, or 8.3% for each of the rest for the essences for Mephisto, Diablo, Bell. Yeah, keys. Key of Terror from Countess 1 and 11, Bloodraven 1 and 9, Summoner 1 and 8, Bloodwish 1 and 9, Neilthek 1 and 8, Israel 1 and 9. Countess is a little worse because of the rune drop cycles. Take her a little while to do. Alright, I'm gonna be right back.
It's fine. I gotta get off soon here. So I gotta go. I gotta be there at 9:30.
Well, I feel like I've been talked off the ledge a little bit as far as work issues.
That's good.
I was thinking I almost needed to go out in some sort of blaze of glory at some point with what I had kind of first interpreted. My boss had been fired, but it seems like it was just a lot more I'm fucking done dealing with the C-suite and the board. And it was just a lot more of conflict that way, as opposed to some sort of other issue that I might needed to have also taken issue with. At least as far as what I've heard from the COO and the rest of the C-suite. The COO, who I actually trust and believe, and the rest of the C-suite, and the executive assistant, and other folks as well. And so, as I said, I'm also still talking to my own boss on Thursday, so hopefully it'll be okay.
That's good.
I was kind of ready to lose my job. But
That's my problem. I love my company, love my bosses, love my coworkers. It's the judges. I can't
well, you can't
not
get away
avoid
from
them.
that.
Yeah.
You can't get away from that unless you move.
I had to spend, I kid you not, I mean, I had to go to Gloucester County. It's like an hour and a half away. I left at 8 in the morning. I got back at 6:30 for 2 cases that I had to appeal because the judge got it wrong. He just completely got the law wrong. And I was blown away as he was sitting there in court telling me that something my client did definitely counts as family abuse. And I was like, that's not what the statute says. He said, move on, and ruled against my guy and put a protective order on him. I was like, okay, I had to spend thousands of dollars and 9 hours in court to go get it overturned with the circuit judge. And it's like, I'm just, how did he get to be a judge? Did he not read the statute? He's a J.D. Hart judge. All he does is family law, and he doesn't know the basics of a protective order statute? You figured that'd be important.
It feels like there should be some sort of recourse for that.
Yeah, it's called
But of course there is.
Well,
there isn't.
Yeah, we have judicial evaluation surveys we can fill out every once in a while. We'll get a random survey so we can complain about a certain judge. I should see who I have, and I have none on my email right now. So it's like, that's what you can do.
That's so retarded.
Yeah, they're unelected officials. There's an easy way to solve this, too. It's called a lottery system. Just, that's it. Anyone with 5 years experience in the area, who's been in the area for 5 years, is put into a pool. You get yanked out. You serve as a judge for 2 years, and that's your job. Can't do worse than they're doing right now. All right, it's 11. I'm going to get going.
All right.
I'm not sure how to do the streaming thing, but for the 5 of you hanging out, thank you for coming and hanging out in the stream. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to kill myself if I do that. I'll see you guys later.